welcome back to Japan, where we're going to be checking out the new song that has just dropped and video by, I think, really not a very well-known band, but I think a real up-and-coming band. This is a band who I've now heard, 3 songs by them for this channel, and I'm really getting into them, really enjoying them. I think the main reason being is I've always said that for me, what makes a song interesting is good writing. Good musicianship's brilliant, and I'm always happy to see good musicianship, but the core thing, if you have good writing and you have a real planned out song where the band knows what they want you to feel, they know how to express that, they know how to make the right sounds, they have the necessary range to do it, that to me is what makes a great song. And these guys seem to be able to, they have certain signature qualities, but every song seems to have its own identity. They seem to craft it, the sounds are interesting, the musicianship's interesting, they change it up for each one. So I can't really wait to see what this new song is. It's by the band Ailuvme. It's written in Japanese, but phonetically it comes across exactly as I Love Me is the name of the band. The song name is completely in Japanese kanji. Well, almost completely in Japanese kanji, which means it is beyond me to tell you what it is. I'll just have to check later. That's the level of Japanese writing that's beyond the Japanese writing I know. I know the basic alphabets. Kanji I only know a little bit of. There's like 300,000 characters or something. Anyway, enough waffle, let's check this out. If you haven't heard this band before, I really hope you enjoy this with me, and we'll talk about it more afterwards. If you haven't heard them, then yeah, definitely actually go back and check out the previous reactions I did to their songs before. And if you have heard them, like me, you're probably crossing your fingers right now for another great song. So let's jump in and see what we think and talk more afterwards. Classic rocky sort of sound. Oh, sounds like it's going to be catchy. Just the white chair though. Nice and funky. I like how the rhythm again of the vocals is always interesting with their songs. It's got quite an interesting skip to the vocal line here. And that guitar line's really helping underpin the rhythm. That's a cool little vocal riff. If she comes over, don't ever let her make breakfast. This song's kind of based on a simple groove, it's not changing up so much, but it's really interesting. Like I say, I love the way the rhythm's got a lot of things playing around between the guitar, the drums, a little acoustic, vocals. There's a lot of layers to the rhythm. Yeah, this one's all about the rhythm, and the rhythm is really, really infectious. I mean, the chord pattern is very simple, sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 chord sort of thing. there's so much happening in the rhythm. I wish I understood the lyrics so I better got the significance of that bit. Okay, yeah, we've got a fair bit to unpack on this one. This one's kind of interesting because what immediately comes across is the fact that there is obviously, as seems to be the case with a lot of their songs, there seems to be an emotional depth. I don't really get what this song's about. I couldn't really pick up on the lyrics, they were too fast for me. But the imagery is really kind of weird, so it's hard to know exactly where that's going. I personally felt that the melody and everything of this song was very, very rudimentary. It's not like there was anything huge going on melodically, and the chord pattern, like I say, just that repeat 1, 2, 3, 4 thing. This was very different from a lot of their other songs in that this, I know they do a lot of rhythmically playful things, but this was all about the groove for me. This was very much one of those sort of groove songs where you just cannot stop swinging to the beat. The beat keeps you going throughout, so I'm trying to drink this coffee without advertising any brands and without hiccuping while I talk. Oops. I just got shocked by the fact there's fireworks going off outside. Anyway, where was I going with this? Yes. Professionalism. We don't edit anything on this channel, and it doesn't half show. So what really worked is that rhythmic thing. Now, there was many layers. You had like the keyboard thing doing the thing over the top. That was just like held notes. Then underneath that, you got the kick drum and the snare drum, which is just doing a simple 1, 2, sort of 3, 4 thing. Then it gets a bit more complicated when you look at the little hi-hats, which was like an electronic sound, which was doing a little bit of a skip. Then the vocals are doing even more of a skip. You've got the bass, which is sort of playing somewhere in the middle of that. And you've got then, on top of that, the guitar, which was very, very sort of trippy, skippy, rhythmical. This is what I like. Everything was playing to a slightly different rhythm. They were interpreting the rhythm in a slightly different way. And what that meant is the rhythm was very layered. From the bottom up, everything was adding a contrast to everything else. So yeah, on a musical level, if you're just talking about music as notation, sort of pitches and chords, then this is probably the most bland song I've heard by them. But it's not bland because it's rhythmic, which means you get hooked into that groove. Kind of like, when if you ever been where musicians are, and musicians are just having a jam, and it's just the same thing going round and round, and everyone's adding their own little bits. And you wonder, how is this thing that hasn't changed in 15 minutes still interesting? It's because everyone's adding something that contrasts to everyone else. Everyone's taking a different approach. And this sounds and feels like that. So, I can't really say anything more than just, this was an achievement of concept rather than some of their other songs that have been about like really, really sort of great orchestrated arrangements. This was just like they got a good core concept and they built it up. They built a song around that. And I like that. I don't think this is necessarily going to be the song that I immediately come back to by them. It's not one. Again, I'm joking. This is the worst review ever. I will get through it, I promise. I don't think it's going to be the song that I immediately come back to by them. It's not like a go-to song for them, but it's definitely one of those ones where, and I do say this sometimes, one of those ones where if it comes on, I'll be very happy to hear it. And so, if I'm playing this album, I believe this is their new album, if I'm playing this album, this song comes on, I'm going to be smiling when it comes on. I'm going to be like, yeah, this is the really cool groove one. But because there's nothing particularly of a melodic hook to it, it's probably not one of those ones that's going to stick in your brain and make you come back to it. So it'll be like an old friend when it returns rather than someone you rush off to see. This has been the most random, bizarre review I've ever done. I've choked. I've spilled coffee on myself. I've lost my train of thought. I've been weirded out by fireworks outside like some sort of crazy dog. I swear, professionalism is at a premium. So... these are my faults. I hope I got my point across basically, but I really enjoyed that. And it's, again, in a very different way from their other songs, but I'm really enjoying this band. I've never heard anything by them that I didn't find interesting. There's 4 songs in and every single song's got its own identity, its own interest, and its own reason why I definitely come back and listen to it. I will be listening to this directly after I finish the review, by the way, because it's kind of stuck in my head already. So, yeah. Tell me what you think, get in the comments, share your opinions, your views, whether you know the band or not, whether you know the song or not, whether you like them or not, anything like that. Get in there, tell me what you think. Small bands like this who are doing really interesting things and maybe don't have as many followers as big bands require a lot of support as well to help them get bigger. I think this band will grow, but hopefully you guys will give them some appreciation as well and share their music too. But for now, from Japan, until I see you hopefully soon in the next video, like and subscribe and all the YouTube stuff. For now, God, that's a lot of fireworks. Ciao, ciao. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out more of our hundreds of videos we got online on this channel right now, or get involved in the discussion with us at the many social media links we've got in the description below, where you can suggest new videos and artists for us to check out on the channel. Or you can just do the usual YouTube stuff and comment, like, subscribe. You know how this works by now.